Good morning, Year 2. It's time for phonics. What I would like you to do first is get your pink book and pencil ready so that you have it ready for when we need it in the activity during the phonics lesson. So I'll give you some time now to go and get your pink book and pencil. Okay, what we're going to start off with is going through the sounds that we already know. Now, this is a little bit different to how you do it at school because you are at home and you are watching a video, but I still want you to be paying attention and joining in. Right, let's go through the sounds. Join in with me. N, ow, oo, e, a, o, oi, I, U, O, W, A, Oi, Ia, U, Yo, U, I, O, O, U. Super. Right, I'm going to introduce our new sound, and our new sound for today is the V sound. Now, when you look at it, the graphemes that are needed are the V and the E. But when we actually pronounce the sound, when we say it, we only say V. And that is because the E is silent. So my turn, V. Your turn, V. Well done. What we're going to do now is we're going to go through our tricky words. What is a tricky word? A tricky word is a word that cannot be sounded out. So we have to learn the spelling and we have to learn the word by sight. These are phonics to help us with tricky words. Now these are the tricky words from phase 5 that you've already learnt. So you can join in with me. Oh, there, people, Mr., Mrs., looked, called, asked, could, should, once, would, every, friend, school, house, here, where, love, father. Okay, let's recap back over our sound from today. So remember, it's the V sound, but the graphemes we use to write down the sound are V and E. Right, get your robot arms and blending palms ready. We're going to go through some words with the V sound. Let's start with this one first. V. Solve. Your turn. Solve. Next one, have. Your turn. Have. My turn. Give. Your turn. Give. My turn. Serve. Your turn. Serve. Next one. Leave. Leave. Your turn. Leave. Leave. Next one. Love. Love. And with love, you know that the R is making the sound. Next one. Weave. Your turn. Weave. And the final one. Give. Your turn. Give. Okay, our next activity is we're going to be reading the sentences that are on the video, and then you are going to pause it if you need to, and you're going to write down in your pink book the words that have the V sound. So let's read it. Listen to me read it first, and then you can join in on the second time. She can solve any problem you give her. Your turn to join in. She can solve any problem you give her. So pause the video if you need to and write down the words that have the V sound. Right, I'm now going to highlight the words that had the V sound. So the first one that you should have had was solve. And the second word you should have had was give. So well done if you got both of those words. Right, let's move on to our next one. So I'm going to read it first and then you can join in on the second time. Can you leave the pen on the desk? Your turn to join in. Can you leave the pen on the desk? Pause the video if you need to. It is now your turn to write down the word with the V sound. Okay, and the word that had the V sound was leave. So well done if you got it correct. So let's move on to our next sentence. Okay, let's just move this out of the way. For lunch, they will serve us fish fingers and chips. So your turn to join in with me. For lunch, they will serve us fish fingers and chips. I'm going to give you a few seconds to find the word and write it down that has the V sound. Right, let's check if you were right. The word that has the V sound is actually serve. So well done if you got that correct. Okay, year two, that is the end of our phonics session. Now, what you will need to do is it's time for your independent practice. So this you'll do on your own. There are some words on the board that have the V sound, and what you can do is write some super sentences in your pink book using those words. Now, do not forget to use your capital letters and full stops, and to make your sentences even better, you might want to use adjectives, conjunctions, or you might even want to use a question mark. So you could write a question using one of those words. So you can pause the video and now have a go at writing those sentences.